too big perfectionist to get it always only done to tabletop quality. So I'm always working too hard on too much details. Also, I'm a little bit autistic and my brain works faster than my mouth, which means that a lot of times I have a thought, I want to talk about it, but my brain is already 3 sentences further. So sometimes I get lost in my own thoughts and words, but I'm still good at painting and I like to paint together with people who also like to paint or at least interested in it. So, welcome! Oh, okay, now we get a whole thing. Okay. New feature on Twitch. Shrinker face. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, welcome. And so I just gave a little bit of an introduction to myself for those who do not know me. And I am painting today a bunch of little guys and one big guy. And I know there was some other part of this was metal. I thought I had 3 parts metal, but I don't see the third part anymore. Then we leave it at 2. This is the base for the big guy that I'm going to paint. I just finished my first little guy. I'm painting the Blood Bowl. And I have to check again. The Snotling Blood Bowl team that called the Mighty Crot Creek Nose Pickers. And oh, there is I believe it's still, hey, Peter Hydrator, hello. For everybody, it's still running a giveaway, I believe, for some cool stuff, and I do post it overseas if it has to. Um, hello, old people. Yeah, that's me. Hey, hello, welcome. Um, if you type in exclamation mark points, you can see how many points you have, and if you have exclamation mark ticket, you can buy tickets for the third giveaway of this day. But it's Shadow Spartan, hello, welcome. Oh, sorry, I got caught up with 2 things at the same time. Welcome, everybody.
All right, I'm live. I'm on.
Yay!
We are
in. Yay! Hello.
Okay, I think we're good. Let me make sure everything is like muted, properly muted. I heard Shanur just subscribed to me. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you. Oh, I think I need to fix my stream. Right now, the little zombie guy is behind the tip jar. Let's move the tip jar. Hello, 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 and hello, Baldy. Congratulations on what is this for? It's 4 years, right? Because you're a tiny bit behind me.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
But, yeah, no, I am already at for the third giveaway is running at this moment.
ooh, all right. So everyone's got to go over. I mean, stay on my my channel too. Open both streams and stay on, but go over to Baldy's right now. And what is the exclamation point? What?
If you want to know how much, one moment. Oh, is it already ended? By the way, there was a lot of stuff going on, and it could also be exclamation point, exclamation mark points for how many points you have.
Oh, it's a point thing. I don't think I have. I don't know what I have for points. Honestly, I guess I'll just ping. Uh-oh. Baldy, I just lost your sound.
Okay.
There we go. Nope, you're back.
Okay.
That was weird. You like it cut you off in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, I think. This one is already. I think this. Yeah, no, time remaining 0. It's already done. Oh, damn. Sorry.
Okay,
But we
that's
have.
fair.
Yeah. No, I already saw on the clock when I started it is just about when the music starts, then it is possible. But we are going to pick a winner. So let's pick a winner, and it is.
Oh, I'll cue up the applause.
Oh, it has stopped. Hey, Shanur! Shanur has won!
Yay! And this is also for Shania who subbed to me today. Of course, there are
Yeah,
probably
now
people with.
this is the one. And I will show to everybody what he has won.
What is he
A little
won?
pack of goodies. Um, in this case, I start with the minis that I have painted. I give every giveaway is a few minis that I have painted. I'm giving this one away. The little Godzilla, painted by me, of course. I have a little swamp skeleton. I have a monster in the box, and I have that. That's the thing that every winner gets is a goblin fanatic. I have a lot of them, and I don't play with them anymore. Then I have some little minis. Well, oh, what's happening? What's happening?
Ooh, cool. You said Reaper Minis. That's like the magic
Thank
word to
you.
me.
Thank you very much. That was pardon. These come from a Kickstarter. And then we have 2 originals still in the box, 3 Hardlings and an Invisible Rogue. And the main part is this little thingy, the Calligraphy paint system.
Oh,
So
you're giving
congratulations to
you giving away one of those? Oh my god! Did they send you some to give away?
No, this is that's I should say none of this is sponsored but by me. I paid for this myself.
They will
So
give you stuff. They will give you stuff to give away if you actually hit them up.
I already know, but I was a little no. I literally because the next giveaway that's when I reach 40 subs. Okay, this is the next one. Also not sponsored. It's the Army Painters Red Palette, the War Gamers edition.
Nice.
Quite a large one with a lot of stuff for brushes and for mixing of paints and washes. And Shanur, I will take up contacting you with too much going on in my head on Discord, of course. So this is for the next giveaway. If I reach, when I reach 40, let's stay positive. And also with this prize, I put in some Reaper miniatures and some miniatures that I have painted all in one go, and I ship internationally. Well, not me, but I make sure it is shipped internationally. So, Shannon.
So Baldy.
Yes.
First, I want to say congrats on your 4th anniversary. And of course, ReaperCon was last weekend, and I was there. And I have something. I have tons of stuff I bought, but I took a special class that I think you would love.
Uh-oh.
You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
There is a class offered by Julie Guthrie and Bob Rodolphe, the sculptors, and they sculpt many a Reaper thing. Meeting them, first of all, was friggin' amazing, and secondly, what I did wasn't as amazing meeting them, but it was a lot of fun. I made a pokey tool.
No, okay, yeah, you told me that, yeah.
You can make your own pokey tools. So I made it. They actually gave you enough for 2, so I might make one where I try to make something maybe with a little beer mug or something stream related. But I made a cat. See how bad my sculpting skills are. It's not terrible. They said they liked it. They said it's a good angry cat. That was like the thing that they demonstrated. But I made my own
Yeah.
pokey tool. So I've got my own
Woo!
one-of-a-kind pokey tool. I figured you might get a kick out of that. Oh,
Yeah, no.
and there's a new pokey tool, sir. Let's see if I can find it.
Uh-oh.
There is a new one, because of course there is a ReaperCon. I got tons of stuff at ReaperCon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think a Night Whisperer has rated me yet, so I can't even show him what we got for him. I've got a bag of goodies. I bought so much stuff, and then I also won stuff too.
No, I cannot imagine that you do that at the EPCON.
I was going to do that as part of the stream, was just show and tell all the stuff I bought. So you got a goodie bag. Actually, they got rid of the whole VIP because there were too many VIPs. So
Okay.
now, instead, everybody got a gifty bag, and it came with this convention Sophie. So you got a convention Sophie. I'm trying to find the damn pokey tool. Where's the pokey tool?
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm trying to, because you're yeah. I'm going to go to.
I found the mouseling. There's a mouseling Knight of the Flame Worm. And they had a limited edition thing. This did not come in this did not come in there. Hey, you like to look at stuff, miniatures, right? This did not come in there,
Yeah.
and it was named in memory of, oh God, I think it's Sakita, and Sakita, I think was an artist who passed away. But anyways, there is a dragon. You're not gonna really get a good view. It's a dragon with a mouseling mounted on it. That same
Okay.
mouseling. It's freaking cool. I'm trying to find the damn pokey tool.
Oh, damn, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Because we have to show the freaking. Okay, I found the pokey tool. Oh, it's backwards. Well, you know what? I can take it out. There, I got it right. We have a skull pokey tool this year. So there's a new one to add to your collection, Baldy.
Oh.
I'm gonna take it out, actually. There's no point in keeping it in its
By
box.
putting the warehouse here in the Netherlands.
So I'm sure they will. Once again, cast in metal too, so it's actually better. I love the metal casts.
Definitely.
They're also probably kind of come out with. They're probably going to sell the leftover artist boxes. So they had artist boxes which contained this mat. See, look at my new mat. It's huge.
Oh, shoot.
It is actually
Okay.
way big. But it's their cutting mat, and so I was like, well, I got to put that there. They also came with. Let's see. I get stuff all over the place because it's post
Yeah, no,
ReaperCon.
I can imagine.
And they have a brush. They have this. Actually, I have to show it out. They have a really cool brush holder, which I will be using for my events. You unzip it, and it'll actually keep them. Make sure they stay flat. And you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like you can put 12 brushes in this sucker, and it's got a little handle. Very clever. And it came with one of these little files, which I wasn't sold on, but I actually just used it on the piece. My Frost Giant is here. I just used it on that. Actually, I really found I liked it more. It also came with 3 paints from their new 2.0 paint line, and a bust. And I have the bust. I don't know why it has a bust, but it has a bust. So I thought it was awesome. This will be on sale like in a couple months. If you like busts, we've got a
Hey, yeah,
Elven bust.
nice.
She's beautiful.
Okay.
That's friggin' beautiful.
Definitely.
That's what came in that set. The paints are elsewhere. They're not in this bag because I had to basically pack my paints away. They're somewhere in my room. So, and then also, let's see, we got a neat little, like in the actual bag, you got a neat little notebook, and you got a pen with it. You actually got the ReaperCon pen. You got all sorts of goodies in the goodie bag. They actually did the thing where if you spent $40 in the store, you could actually get a freebie mini too, just like the website.
Okay.
All right, I have one more thing to show off because it's just the friggin' coolest. So, one of the things they had for sale was, I don't know if you saw it, but Lady Belgrade. I think that's a grade. Yeah, Lady Belgrade, who was the ghost that Carl Curley painted, and it's been making the rounds of the internet. Christine Van Patten actually sculpted it from Moonlight Minis. She was part of Reaper before that. Well, I have this bot. I ended up getting the last one because it was on Christine's desk. She stole one to show off. And she said, oh, I mentioned to her, I'm like, well, they sold out of them. She's like, oh, I didn't mean to keep this. They were supposed to come claim this back and sell it. And so I'm like, I go, wait a minute. Wait, I'm going to buy Reaper stuff tomorrow. I'm going to come by tomorrow and I'm going to swipe this off your desk and I'm going to buy it. And I did. And she signed the box. I had her sign the box.
Hey. Oh,
I should have had the other two that are on here do it. That was dumb on my part. So want to hear the good news, bad news thing about my weekend? Hopefully Ron friggin'... So when I went to go buy this artist box, that mini, and the faction leaders... You're doing it, Wiki? Hi, Painty Paint Paints! I see you there.
Hey, hello.
I hope, did he just give you a follow? You're saying... Wait, why is the shout out not working? And maybe it's because of the @ sign. Thanks for trying to give it a shout out. Is my stuff working? Oh. I don't think Cloudbot's awake. Hold on, let me kick Cloudbot.
That's possible. Mine was also asleep at the start of my...
Oh, I think there was an update and I think it shut it off.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me do that so we can do follows. Yeah, Cloudbot's fucking... Cloudbot, I did not tell you could take a vacation. You jerk. Alright, try it now. Try it now, Shanur. It should work. You also can't pokey catch on my side of the thing. You gotta be on Baldy's thing to pokey catch. There we go. I do not have the Pokemon thing. Sorry. If you got, I've always told my followers and such, if you guys want stuff, tell me. I will put it on my stream. Whoever shenanigans you want. Alright, I should actually pay. But anyways, I wanted to show that up. I bought so much more. So, did you hear how I did at the MSP? You know you heard how I did, right?
Yeah, I heard something about some medals.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get medals anyways. I went in expecting I was going to get 2 silvers and a bronze. Okay, the bronze happened because I don't know how to paint ordnance for shit. I'm glad it was a bronze and not a certificate. Starting place for this. I got a silver for the Kathy Wapple piece I did. Which, remember, I did that on stream. I got silver for Diorama. Okay, that's what I expected. However, what I did not expect was getting a gold medal for painters. Out of all things. Painters, the biggest category there is. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's open judging. But painters. Which it's about the paint skills and not your storytelling efforts or anything else. It's about your paint skills. And I got a gold medal in painters. And I still cannot fucking believe it because it is really hard to get one.
Well, but you get one, so congrats.
It's shocking. And I'm still shocked. I keep telling the story because maybe at some point I'll believe it. But that was on my last year's piece. This piece I'm painting for is for 2026 for TotalCon. It's for a little Masters of Mini Painting 4-person challenge. And that's what I painted the Frost Giant for. And it won the popular vote. It did not win the judges' pick. So, I'm starting with the eyes, like I always do. I did get her mostly put together. I just left this arm off because it'd be easier to paint this without it being attached. Do you want me to do show and tell today? Because it's been friggin' weeks. Or do you want to skip? I can skip show and tell and just go next time. Because I do have a... I have a fairly extended. Well, I feel like time is short, so I think I'd rather just
Okay.
paint with you today. I'll do show and tell next week. I promise.
Okay.
I like doing show and tell, but where I'm working with Baldy, I really just think I want to
That's
stick with
no
the paint.
problem for me because now I do have an excuse to see the whole show and tell. Normally, before you end the show and tell, I have to run out.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to show one more thing too. So I took class. I took a bunch of classes. Um, I took a painting textures class. So this was my class piece there. This little. This was with Michael Proctor, who is friggin'. He's unbelievable. He cleaned up on metals too, but that's like totally expected. So I did this to do little skin textures. Um, I don't know what I did with the box. Let's see. I did a class on light. It was kind of on ended up being on lighting. It was how to plan for earning a gold medal at ReaperCon and go. And it was like because I was taking that to prepare for the next ReaperCon because I didn't think I'd get a gold medal. Not the second time out. I thought it said it'd take me years, and I would incrementally inch that way. So that's why I took this class and ended up being a lot about lighting, but we didn't actually like he gave us a mini, but we didn't paint it. We ran out of
Oh, that's
time.
nice.
It was a three
Yeah.
person it's a really cool mini. I mean I kind of want to do it. It's this ice troll. Um I want to paint it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But basically it was a three-part course and it wasn't expressed as such, so I didn't know any better. Um what else did I take? I took simple freehanding that was also Michael Proctor, and the mini I think is still in the box where you did lots of swirls and things like that. Where basically they're all cheats, and so that he says he does it so he doesn't have to blend. I mean it's a fair point. And then I took a diorama like building a diorama base with Bryce Coconut, and he was amazing. I actually have a piece that I have all the pieces for it. I think I'm going to paint at some point and enter it in something because it was such a cool little concept, and it's quirky like my concepts tend to be. And then I took the pokey tool, Sculptor pokey tool, and then I took one that was called the Bones Mashup. I actually have to re-glue, so I'm going to do this while I'm right here. Where's my glue? So we had Jason Wiebe and Bobby Jackson were the teachers. Basically, they just let you go. They put out a pile of bones and they let you go to town. So I have a couple pieces that did not survive transport. And I do have to fill in. I basically do have to fill in things here and such with green stuff. But they said you should take this, paint it up, and put it in the open. And I'm like, maybe I will do that. But hang on, let's see if I can glue it back together. If not, I'll just green stuff this little thorn back to the vase. He also has wings, so this is like a two-headed Etten, where I placed the heads, and I found, like, it was all sorts of cool bits. So I placed the heads, I found this, like, dragon, so I made it like a helmet. He's throwing, that's got, yeah, I know where most of these come from, that's the funny thing. I replaced this arm to, like, this, like, reptilian, so it's a, it's an Etten that wants to really be a dragon. This is a pillar from I think the Egyptian expansion. I actually have these thorns. I probably have all the faces too. And then they have wings, and the wings fell off in transport. So they even gave us a baking soda too. I can still see the remnants of the baking soda. I think this went this way. So maybe I will. Maybe I will paint it up and put it in the open someday. That would be fun.
Yeah.
If you could ever come from the
Well,
Netherlands, Baldy, you should go to ReaperCon just once in your
yeah,
life.
I know that's one of the things that if I go, definitely gonna visit.
Maybe that's not the right way. That's not the right way. If not, maybe I'll green stuff these back on too. They were stuck on there. They just didn't survive the trip home. So when working with bones, it's like cut apart bones. I mean, there's a lot of they don't fit real well together. So keep that in mind if you ever try this sort of thing. And baking soda really works. I'm
Yeah, I
like
know.
I'm like amazed at how
Well,
well that
I
actually
use a
works.
lot.
It just didn't
It's
hold them together. All right. Oh, I'm afraid to tip this. Yeah, because that's not on there. Give it a minute, it'll dry. I use gel super glue so it doesn't run everywhere. But it needs a lot of filling and such. But this is what I came up with. So the two-headed and dragon wannabe. It was so much fun.
Oh,
I'm gonna put it on a base. I said I might actually do it, put it in the open, and I looked at the guys. I'm like, is
thank you
that
for
enough?
performing Commander Mittens.
Oh, it's Commander Mittens.
Yay.
I think everybody's on your side of the fence. All right, so back to actually painting. So I painted the eyeballs my bone white. Although I feel like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I need to
Yeah, right.
paint the one in by her hair a little darker. I'm really trying to
I'm
focus
going,
on this stuff.
yeah, I'm going to play this big one.
Maybe I'll use aged bone.
The fungus hopper snuttling. One that I already painted. But I have two of them. Why not?
It's pokey tool time.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
then
it's
I have
fucking.
to go
I'll
to
do.
my
I use the pirate one all the time, so I could use my new one. And I could use the skull one. I love the metal ones because I really feel like they're nice and solid. The bones ones I don't like as much. I just like to collect them. Baldy wouldn't know anything about that, right?
No, no, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Pokey tools? Never heard of. Don't know what to do with it. Except for hanging on my wall or putting on my the painting table painted.
All right, so I'm gonna darken the other eye up a little
Oh,
bit.
I have so much tabs open at this moment, my whole computer is slowing down.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait, your computer is slowing down?
Yeah, everything is a little bit slowed down.
Well, that's not good.
As long as the stream is going on, I mean, I don't get any things about losing
Thanks for the bitty
any of my data.
bits.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see.
Um, what shall I do? I want to paint a fungus, but I want to paint it different than the other one.
Okay.
Nope.
Where do I want her looking?
Think, 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 think. I have a very nice dark elf shadow. Dark elf highlights.
Trying to figure which way I want to put her, where I want to put the pupils on this. She's got actually good size eyes.
Oh, there we go.
But I think I want to come a little bit away from that edge. I think on this mini, because her eyes are so large, I think we're going to try to add some color in there. I also think I might want to trade our brushes.
Big eyes are good, easier to paint.
Yeah, her eyes are pretty large.
I mean, I painted my first snorkeling of the evening.
Oh, wait.
Well, his eyes were not that difficult. That they are just two red dots. But the fungus he is riding, get it a little bit. Yeah, there you go, completely in focus.
Okay, so the right one looks a little large, but it's going outside the lines. This is why I paint like this. Do this technique so that I can. I mean, it don't much matter what she does with where her hair is because honestly, it's going to cover up. So now I'm going to take my slightly darker. I use bone. I use polished bone for the whites of the eyes. So I'm actually using one step up for the ones that are shadowed. I'm shaping the pupil a little bit. Okay. Now, here's a surprise, Baldy. Guess what color I'm going to paint this cloud giant skin?
I have no idea. Maybe something purple.
It's going to be purpley gray
Yep.
because it's a cloud giant. So I want that gray. I'm actually thinking and considering on the breastplate of maybe trying to do something really crazy with it. And that is maybe try a little earth sky non-metal metallic. This is a cloud giant. It'd be kind of cool to portray her up in the clouds. So I'm going to put color in, but this is not the color. I'm actually using this super dark, it's actually a dark blue called Sky Shadow. It's also fairly runny. Actually, I'm going to see if I can stir it up a little more. It's not terrible, but this one, I don't know, for some reason comes out really, really thin.
Oh, thank you very much, Shanua. I'm quite proud of it. The eyes of the fungus. I painted. Now I'm quite confident about this one. Only the color I picked is a lot darker than I thought.
I'm going to trade my
I will add
brushes.
for the highlights a lot more purple to the more grayish purples I have
You know
selected.
what? I can't, I'll switch to ball. Everyone's on Baldy stream. I guess I'll switch too. See what the hell. What is that? Oh, okay, yeah, it's one of the little guys. I love those little guys.
It's been quite a while since I painted them, and in those days I painted them a lot uh, simpler than that I do now.
It's amazing what progress will get you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been said this. I think the whole thing of my improvement just because I now paint almost every day. So if you want to, those of you listening out there, if you want to get better at this hobby, really, it's just paint, 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 paint. Work on your brush control skills and things. Someone said frighten. Sorry, go ahead, Baldy.
yeah. No, I noticed that I do not paint as much the for the last 2 years that I have done, and I can definitely not that I have unlearned the techniques, but it's uh, yeah, your muscle memory is not exactly the same.
Someone, I heard a very frightening thing, and it's right along with what you said. There's somebody out there that I heard this time. Basically, they said you start losing it if you don't. You actually start losing that muscle memory if you skip like a week or even a couple
Yeah,
of days. He notices that he's lost something. Now it's like you'll get it back pretty quickly, but
yeah,
it is true, and it's amazing how fast it can disappear.
yeah.
There's no substitute for just doing it.
Keep doing it. Yeah,
And every once in a while, find a reason to push yourself. Like with me, it is competitions. I'm getting more and more into doing them, and I do that as an excuse to push my art. You don't have to do that. Find some other means to make you want to strive, even if it's just your own personal satisfaction.
that's why I'm still struggling with things like wet blending and anything because they are hard. I have never practiced enough. No, that's exactly the point. Because I don't practice, because I'm scared of it, I don't get better at it.
Well, there's the first thing. Don't be afraid of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
There's nothing to be afraid of in mini painting. Nothing. Just work. You work in thin enough coats, and you are good enough. Honestly,
yeah.
you're good enough. You can do this. I mean, I've
Mhm.
seen your. I have two of your ducks sitting here on my desk. They came out so good. Oh, I gotta show you. I'll show you guys. These are the two ducks. I still have to friggin' print mine. I had an issue, a major issue, and then I got all wrapped up in ReaperCon prep and such. But I mean, I have like 6 ducks I gotta paint to get out to people who are from my streams. But I mean, look at how beautiful these are. I love them so much.
Thank you.
It came out so good.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty proud of that. But
You
that's
sh-
also one of the things, especially with those that is on the blue ones, and in fact also on the other ones. There's a little bit of freehand stuff, and I'm always very afraid of that. But yeah, hey, now I had to, and hey, I did it. It
yeah,
comes out
don't.
pretty good.
The neat thing about painting is you can always paint over.
Yeah,
There's literally nothing to fear about. I don't fear anything in painting. I just will keep going until it works.
but that's also a little bit my thing. I mean, most of the things that I paint for myself. So, but in the back of my head, it's still that little voice that tells me, yeah, but what if other people don't like it?
Who
Uh,
cares?
so, yeah, I'm painting for myself. So, and even if it was an army or anything that I go to a convention just to play with, then it doesn't matter how good others think it is painted. It's for yourself.
That's right. Tell that voice in your head to get stuffed.
Yeah,
Because honestly, that's what it needs to do. I do that too. I mean, be it like people sub for me or what it just happened to ReaperCon or whatnot. There's a lot of work that goes into this. So,
mhm.
it's like I'm just gonna add some shadow lines in on her. I still have to add a color to her eyes. You talk about nerve wracking. That's what's nerve wracking. But I can paint over it.
Yeah.
Just I have the color here and it's handy. But yeah, there's no reason to be afraid of anything in this. The worst that happens, you pine sol your things. I never pine soled a thing in my not pine well pine sol or green stuff, not green stuff, simple green. Basically, you kind of destroy it and start over.
Yeah.
But I've never done that. I've never. The closest thing I've done that though is if it tends to be on the eyes. If I get too many layers of paint because I'm having a real problem with the eyes and something, I will tend to I tend to actually take a pokey tool because they're multi-purpose I take a pokey tool and I'll just scratch it out, reprime it. Let's carefully scratch it out. You got to be careful. And then reprime it. And then start over. But I don't tend to start the whole thing over. Oh, I got a little. Yeah, it's alright. I don't care if I get a dink of this stuff on her chin. It's fine. I'm going to go over the whole thing I use with the skin tones. I'm probably going to end up going over this with this dark color anyways. Alright, so for the eye color. It's a cloud giant, so that implies probably I could do blue for like the sky. I'm just gonna have to keep in mind the blue I use. Then hopefully goes with the purple. Hey, hi, Smart Goblin. What's up? It's a Smart Goblin. Hey, Smart Goblin. We were talking about your ReaperCon. Do I have a sky blue? I think I have a sky blue somewhere. I think I just use true blue. It's a nice blue. So, I was talking to Derek Schubert, who incidentally is from Maine, who's one of the Reaper sculptors, and he's a friggin' unbelievable painter and whatnot. Apparently also likes to play Pathfinder. No, it had to do with the fact that apparently there's now a new venture captain up in Maine that I didn't know, because I knew Mr. Montgomery was covering Maine for a while, but I guess there's now a venture captain in Maine. And Derek Schubert's trying to actually put together he and his friends are trying to put together a Pathfinder Society night. Somewhere probably in the Portland area. And so your name came up, and I go, oh, I know him. He's like one of my friends. And I know I haven't kept track of that. I've sort of fallen out who's what. I used to have it all memorized, but now there's all right, so he's been around for 3 years. I just knew David was covering it for a while because there was no one up there. I think he's still got a huge amount of territory because it probably, I don't know, unless they get somebody for Connecticut and Rhode Island. I think one of those places didn't have a Pathfinder venture captain. Connecticut might, I think, but alright, so I'm going to add some blue into her eyes. Oh, Lord. This is the part that is a little scary, but I'll just keep going over it until I'm happy with it. Because I'm not going to be happy with it up front. The important thing is I'm leaving a little bit of the dark line, the black, in between the edge of the blue and the white. Speaking of Derek Schubert, I think this is where I actually learned how to do this. Because he teaches a expressive eyes and course. Yeah, okay, yeah. Dave's Western Mass and Rhode Island. Adams, Boston. Yeah, I knew Bottom was Boston, East and North Shore. Billy Kid is Connecticut. I was right, there is a Connecticut. It's Rhode Island, right? What happened to Bill? Bill doesn't do it anymore? I know he still runs. I thought. So we're back to New Hampshire, Vermont, Bill is Southern New Hampshire, Vermont. But, so New Hampshire and Vermont are back to being together? Wow. Sorry, Baldy. Talking.
No problem.
So Lucas is like an upper up. Long story. And no, I believe it. I know Jason got out. That much I knew. That he wasn't really doing it anymore, so. Alright, so now I'm going to redefine the black part of the pupils here. I'm just going to go back and forth until I'm happy with this. This mini is going to be a long road to China, so to speak, or wherever. Because it's got to be competition level. I got to beat those three other. I got to defend my title. I'm gonna add a little bit.
Oh, you're signing off. Hey, no problem. Thank you for joining in, Krutis. See you next time.
Oh, that's your friend. That's your friend who comes and hangs out and paints with you every so often, isn't it?
Yes. And I go every Friday to him in his garage. We have a little painting and gaming club.
That's really cool. I think I need to actually add a little white into this. I want the side more in the light to be a lighter blue, because it'll reflect light a little more. I'll probably add a little white highlight in there too. All right, I'm going to grab some actual white. Whoops. So how's everybody on stream? How are all you lovely stream denizens today? Anybody working on stuff? You need to go on a date with your wife? Aw. Good for you. Have a fun time. Glad you dropped in. Yeah, today I'm not doing show and tell. I'll do it next week. Because I'm streaming with Baldy. And it's his anniversary.
Yay. And it's all your faults, everybody, because you keep me here streaming. Oh, the horror. No.
The horror, you have to stream.
Yeah.
I love streaming I like doing it. I love streaming. It gives me that con feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I go to cons and I shoot the shit with people while I work. Well, I do that on streaming too.
I'm not that positive, but
Jotunheart! It's a Jotunheart.
Hey, hello.
Hey, Baldy.
Hello.
That's right. So, Jotun is getting me a much desired miniature.
Okay.
So, Warhammer, like 2 years ago at Nova, announced, I think it was 2 years ago, it was one of the old world minis, and I think it's Elise Dorn or something like that. She's the one that's riding on the unicorn with the chalice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up, because it's amazing. It's an amazing model. Well, it's stupidly hard to get. Like, I still can't get it in the US. Well, Jotunheart found it. And it's on its way here.
Nice.
So I am stupidly happy. Thank you so much. It's all been paid for and everything, so that bitch is all mine. It is it is probably one of the most beautiful minis GW has ever created in terms of just beauty. Oh my god, a Night Whisper is still streaming. Usually he comes in and raids by now. I was gonna do that because I have a box. I have like a so we have like this little relay that happened because he wanted something at ReaperCon from one of the other vendors. So Cutie Patootie, the streamer, Cutie Patootie was there, so it was awesome. We got to hang out with her all weekend. She basically bought it. Then Gel Tip paid her for it, and then Night Whisper's gonna have to pay Gel Tip. But I have the mini now. It was like a $50 miniature. Let's see. It is the Shining. It's from Shining Sword from Ignition Core, and it's definitely a Night Whisper. It's definitely got Night Whisper vibes to this model. It's like he likes to paint a lot of barbarian types, I've noticed. A lot of smexy female barbarian types, and this falls right into that. So, I was going to say, how are you, Jotunheart? I really appreciate this, by the way. I've wanted that friggin' model since the day they announced it, and now I'm going to have it. Which is going to be the second thing I've gotten in a really unconventional way. Because there was the Stompy box that I got via Japan. Because, Ducool picked that up for me in Japan because I couldn't get it here. And then I got it at Nova, like last year. Someday, I'm going to open that box, I'm going to paint the friggin' Stomp at the very least. Because even if it never gets used, no Orc army, you should not have, you have to have a Stompa. Even if you never use it because it's overpriced and whatnot in the game. Okay, I think that looks pretty good for her eyes. Or at least partly. I'm gonna still trying to get a little bit of a highlight in this one. Oh, there we go. The other one is so shadowed that I don't think I should be adding a lot to it.
We are both painting eyes then.
The eyes have it.
On a fungi ball.
There is a class out there. I think it's shit, I don't remember who teaches it. There's a class called Painting Eyes is Secretly Easy. Well, I talked to the person who teaches that class at ReaperCon, and he said, yeah, I wanted to make a ribbon, but my wife wouldn't allow it. And all it was going to say was secretly easy. I'm like, oh my lord. Michael paints minis. Maybe you know who the hell I'm talking about because he was a ReaperCon too.
Hey, Michael.
Oh, he can't hear me. Damn it. So I can't ask him the question. I've been after that mini since the day they announced it. So, hi, Michael Paints Minis. That's the other thing too. I met a bunch of streamers that were there. Oh Lord, I think it was Aspire Painting, Cutie Patootie, Ed from Monster Den Minis. He was a joy. He gave me a bunch of stickers and things too. I met Black Skull, who pops in here every so often. Michael Paints Minis was actually in their artist alley, and he was a teacher. So, #goals. We were discussing it, talking about maybe someday I'll go there and teach. I feel like with the gold medal, I have a little more cred. I don't know. But we'll see. I got to figure out 4 classes. It's basically you got to teach 4 classes, and they actually give you your hotel and your flight. And I'm like, wow, you don't make any money off the classes themselves, but I'm like, who cares? You're getting that much? Okay. Now. Now I want a purpley blue. Because of course I do.
Hey, hello, cat. Hello. Welcome back.
Oh, it's Alley Cat. Oh, the Alley Cat's on your side. Everyone's on your side. Well, not everyone. Michael Paints Maze is here. Shanur is here. I mean, basically you can put both their streams on and just bounce back and forth. All right. Let me look at all my purples. Wow, do I not have any like purples that are? I've got a million colors, maybe not a million, but I have a lot of colors.
Really? As a mini painter? Can't imagine it.
I know. It's like Pokey Tools, right? You just kind of keep collecting. Oh, my earphone's falling out. I want a purple that's still kind of a blue. Does that make sense?
For me, it does.
I could friggin' mix one, I guess. I don't really want to do that. Although I'm probably going with my favorite, this Bethyllium Mauve is like it's like the mid-tone for skin. Let's see, I could look. One of the other things you got, and I did put it back in here, I think. Where's my bag? Where's the bag I had that all the crap in it? Ugh. Unless I did not put it back in the bag. Oh yeah, I also got an apron too. That came in that artist box. Yes, I did. So let's see. What are the colors in this? So we all got a box of paint in the bag. I think on Monday night I'm gonna go through and show off all the minis I got for bought at ReaperCon. Nope, it still doesn't look like it. So we got a selection of 2.0 Reaper mask MSP paints in their next version. Interesting. And then there were 3 more that came in the artist box. And then they also had some like blacklight reactive paints too that they're playing with. Nope, they do not have what I'm looking for. Alright, now time to go hunting. I have a bad feeling I'm not going to find what I'm looking for, even with all these paints.
I am trying to get
I don't like any of them.
This little fungal hop thingy. And now I am messing around because I wanted to paint a
Oh
little
god.
bit of a reflection in there.
Oh. What? Oh, I was like, why is my thing sticky? I bet you I dumped Coke in this a long time ago and it's still sticky. Alright, this might have... Aslanti Violet, I think, is not bad. That's actually kind of a very bluish purple. Or Ghoul Violet, those are not bad. I think Aslanti Violet for this.
Oh, you can't use okay.
Ugh. It's still kind of purple. Maybe I'll still add some blue into it. I know what. I'll add.
I know why that is. Because she is coming in through my desktop audio, and that is put very low because I also play music on there. So you know what?
Oh, I'm too
Also,
soft over there.
yeah, because I am playing also music that is quite a little bit louder,
I shut
apparently.
off. I
But
shut off the. I don't do music. Well, actually, it's not true. I have done music on co-streams, but
is this better? Now I've just shut down the music and I made you your output a little bit more, as
every
long as it's
pe-
not too loud.
people on my side, you can hear Baldy fine, right? I'm also not exactly super close to my mic at the moment. No, even that is still really. All right, you know what? That's it. I'm just gonna mix a color. Where's my mixie brush?
Okay, but yeah, you they can hear you better now. So
Yay! Okay, it'd be nice to be heard. So let's add some. Let's do some of those Lanty Violet and some of that Sky Shadow. Thanks, guys. It's getting there. Apparently need a ton of Sky Shadow.
there we go. That is the fungal rigged. Oh, again for the pure Pokemon community. Pokemon is again getting away from all the Pokemon catches. And well, this is my fungal hopper, at least the fungal itself. Let's start with the snuggling on there.
So this is my Shadow Killer. I'm gonna get a lot lighter. She's got nice shadowing on her face from all her hair. Yeah, I'll just do her lips too. I'll just go over the whole thing. No, I love those little green guys. Baldy.
Yeah, yeah, me too. It's been quite a while that I painted one. But these are really fun little guys in this Blood Bowl team. You get two of everyone, but every I mean, there's one that is picking his nose. There's one that's high on mushroom. I mean, yeah, hey, they are called the nose pickers. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, the mighty Crut Creek nose pickers. So, yeah, well,
I really called that.
yes.
Oh my god, that's
I
hilarious.
have the box over here. There we go. The mighty Crut Creek nose pickers.
I believe you. Oh, it's Blood Bowl. Okay.
Blood Bowl, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
No, it's
god.
not my.
Blood is friggin' hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not that tactical minded enough for it. I have played a few games, but there's something in the whole sequence how you have to play it that does not agree with me. I always cannot even finish my turn, and then it's the other player's turn somehow, somewhere, something.
Hey, don't feel bad. I'm not good at those games. Shoot, that's right. I was gonna. I still think I can fill in. I was looking at her armor eyes. There's some spot I kind of want to fill in, but let's see what happens when I put this on. I think I'm gonna have to do 2 coats of this too. That sky shadow, and I like the color, but it's like it tends to be pretty thin, so it doesn't cover super well. But I really like the color.
But at least I am
Hmm.
glad that I because I was planning originally to also build the big guy where I'm going to put them on that barrel golem. Um, I was planning on also putting it together on stream. I'm glad I didn't do that. Otherwise, I would not even have come to painting.
So this is like a.
But,
Sorry, what was
no,
that?
I had to pen everything because it's all resin and they don't have really that thick. Normally with a lot of models, you have a hole where you have to stick a pin in on the other part of the model. But this is all flat and not very deep, so I had to literally pin everything. If I had not done that before the stream, then I was still probably would now be so far that I could put the little guys together and prime them, and that would have been everything. I am at least have paint on 2 minis of the little guys, and I'm going to switch in a moment to the big guy because I'm getting, well, wonderfully after the almost 8 hours, I'm getting a little tired
Why'd you decide to do a 12-hour stream?
because I saw somebody else's stream that also was a celebration stream, and they said, "Yeah, I've been streaming for more than 12 hours." Hey, that's an idea. I wanted to make it definitely a longer stream, but yeah, that was one of the things. Oh, but I can do also a 12-hour stream. It's not that hard for now.
I do a
I
12
definitely can.
hours. Sorry, if I do a 12-hour stream, it's going to be to try to get work seriously done.
That's
12.
definitely true.
Did you complete any minis yet?
I have, yes, I have completed one of these snotlings, and that's the border of the one that I'm painting right now. I So there they are, the two fungi hoppers.
So awesome.
And yes, I did use a lot of purple for them. But
Good.
I still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22 more to go. And so and they are so small. Nah, I don't think I will get to that
No,
That's why
that's a lot of models.
not only a lot, but also very small. So that's why I have now base colors my the big guy where that barrel golem, so I can dry brush it in a moment and then start painting on all the details. And those are a little bit bigger, so that's little better for this moment. Later on the evening. Uh-oh. Your channel, Jotun Hart, has left something because he was left
Check your art channel.
unsupervised.
Disco later has left unsub. Oh no! What'd you do, Joe? What did you do? But oh, Jotun. I almost forget. Did I tell you? I think I was starting to tell him. So one of the things about ReaperCon is all the sculptors are there, and I mentioned about Christine Van Patten, who runs Moonlight Minis. First of all, one of the exciting pieces of news that's coming out of ReaperCon for me, or at least for the paint takes, is that I've been given permission from both Quantum Minis and Moonlight Minis to print their minis and bring to my paint takes, so I can actually advertise them. And so that's really cool that they'll let me do that. But the other exciting news is that I think your little inspiration fairy there, Joden, could be a Moonlight Mini. So she had two deals. She basically, I could pay $500. I get all the rights to the mini, and then
Moist.
Oh, Night Whisper just came in. He didn't raid, or did you raid?
Ah, hey, hello, Night Whisper.
Hey, you! Alright, so about time you friggin' got here. I have something to show you. But yeah, so but there was either that I get all the rights, she doesn't, but I didn't, but I'm not like that. So the other thing is, if you pay $50 a month, and it's like half the cost or so of doing it, paying it all up front and getting it in a rush, she works on once a month, goes 4 to 6 months. And at the end, I get a mini, and she gets a new mini for the Moonlight Minis line. So I was like, well, for that price, and to have a mini that that basically we all inspired. I mean, I came with the concept, and John Hart drew it up, and that to come up with that and put a Muse's inspiration mini in her line is just way too friggin' amazing and exciting to not do. That's fair. Moonlight Minis. Just look up Moonlight Miniatures. She's got a. If you want to look up the main thing, go look her up on. Oh, let me find it. Actually, I hear that. So there's two. Actually, it's a bunch. There's an Etsy shop. It's all under Moonlight Minis. Let me get some links here. Okay, so here, this first one I'm posting, that is her main website. And then if you're a 3D printer...
Inspiration!
That's right, inspiration! Okay, hold on, copy.
Okay.
And then... Here's the My Mini Factory one. You can buy the STLs, and you can have to subscribe. She comes up with really cool new things every month. It is worth it. Her minis are very inspiring. Hello, Lotus K. Hello, Night Whisper. So, Night Whisper, it did indeed make the trip home. You owe Gel tip for this, because he paid for it, but this is your Shining Sword from Ignition Core Painted Scale Barbarian. So, that you gotta come and get. I have paint days, not this Sunday, but paint days. So next week we'll be at Toy Soldier Games. The following would be at Crater Pole, if I can remember correctly. So you can pick this up there. You'll have to settle up with gel tip. All right, and then I have this really neat thing thinking of Christine Van Patten. So one of the things I came back was this awesome ghosty miniature. The box art was painted by Cara Curley. It was based on a concept art by Brian Podell. They were all there. I should have had them all sign the box. But I did get Christine Van Patten to sign the box, and I literally bought this off of her thing. Off of her table. Because they ran out. And it's like... So, I'm so excited by this. Woo, make that sense. So this thing is really friggin' gorgeous. It's a limited edition. They have less than 100 units. I think I got the last one. It is a beautiful model. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. I can't wait. I want to do something cool with this. Lady Belgrave. Belgrave. It's not a D, it's a B. I made a Pokey Tool, by the way. I made a Pokey Tool in a Pokey Tool class. It's a cat. They knew it was a cat, so bonus points for me. There's a new Pokey Tool for the skull. There's new minis. There's all sorts of things. What am I hearing?
That's not for you, Music Touch.
That's...
Yeah, no, that was on my end. I pushed the wrong button. The wrong button.
It's okay. That's fine. I can...
Put my coffee mug back.
I actually can't hear it that well, so...
Oh, that's very good.
So you're fine. So, ReaperCon was unbelievable, for those of you who are just joining. At least my ReaperCon was unbelievable. Because I am officially now a gold medal MSP painter in the painter category. I have a gold medal! I still can't believe I have a gold medal because I thought I'd never see one in my lifetime. Honestly. That's the truth. I never thought I'd actually see one. But I got it for the Frost Giant, which was my competition piece for last year. For TotalCon for our little 4-person painting challenge, and that just shows you how seriously we take that challenge. We go all out on those minis. This is for 2026. So I'm starting it now. Usually I start in January, but I'm starting it now because I have a Adepticon painting to do after this. So this is sort of my palette cleanser, if you want to call it that. And if you're on my side, we have Baldy today because it's his streamerversary. He's on a 12-hour stream, the madman. Give him subs as gifts. That is weird the way this is shaped. I guess I'm going to have to kind of shape her leg. ReaperCon was incredible, though. And not just for the awards. It was incredible on every other level, too. Go to ReaperCon some year. At Chips and I come out. Oh, you actually jumped up and saw me. So, here's what happened. This is how much I was in shock of the whole thing. So, everybody's names are in alphabetical order. So, I was waiting in the silver, waiting till I get to P-A-N. And I was like, I was listening to people's names. I was looking at the things and totally didn't stop thinking about it. And then I realized it was R, and I'm like, they hadn't called me. And I'm like, I texted my husband, who was also watching on YouTube. I texted him saying, did I miss my name? And he rolled it back, and he's like, no, you did not miss your name. And I just went, no, no way. There is no way. I got a gold medal in painters. I thought I was going to get in diorama. I got a silver, and it was a low silver. I'm pretty sure I know why. It probably needed more. But the painting was good, so I got a 3rd place. That thing, I actually got a couple of industry awards. I got a 3rd place for Dark Sword for that mini. for the Kathy Wapple one. So I guess they liked it so much they decided to make it its own. It's sort of a single mini with its own base. It does have a story behind it, but it works as a single mini with a super fancy base. And I also got a first place for Kwana Minis. Kwana Minis? I can never pronounce it right. She is awesome, by the way. I get to meet her. And she's just
more cowbell.
a cool person. Who needs cowbell? Shouldn't hurt. It needed more cowbell. Yeah, it probably did need more. Well, just the fact I got a friggin' third place in anything. And the trophy is gorgeous, and supposedly I should be getting... Problem is the guy for Dark Sword wasn't there this year, so we have to mix more color. The guy for Dark Sword was not there this year, so as for getting whether or not we actually are getting those prizes, who knows? And the MSP said they were going to pass along. It's only been a week. All right, so now I got to mix more of that color because I did not mix enough of that color, which is always a little dicey to make sure you match it. I think it needs more blue. This purple eats the blue like crazy. I wanted a purpley blue, so I took a purple and I mixed it in with the blue that I used to like start lining things. Let's see. I think that looks okay. I guess it doesn't have to be a dead-on match because most of this is going to go away. This is a shadow color. But I do want to get enough of it here so I can paint it all today. So ReaperCon was tremendous, and I highly recommend that any of you, everyone out there who's into mini painting, should make that a bucket list item and go once in your life. However, you go once in your life, you probably want to go more than once in your life.
That's why I'm afraid of it to go. Because of that.
That's fair. That's a very real and true fear, honestly.
Also, I think because, I also have to travel back, and I think I will have a lot more luggage when I go back than I come.
I get it all to fit. I mean, they're minis. I mean, so, I get it all in there. You can get all in there. If you're buying minis, there's a lot of minis for sale in there.
That's the problem.
What a surprise. If you buy a bunch of boxes of minis, because there's a lot of games, that there are a lot of little skirmish games and such. One of the things I think that's really nice about Reaper is they do really help promote the smaller companies. That's why they have the manufacturer awards that are not just Reaper awards. They have Moonlight Minis, they have Quana, they have Bombshell. I got a Bombshell dog tag. I mean, I got a silver. That's what I expected. But I was happy because I wanted one of their damn dog tags because I thought it was a really cool medal. There's Ignition Core. There's Turbo Dork. Turbo Dork was also selling Game Envy stuff, which I thought was kind of neat. Because Game Envy was at Nova. That's the thing. Nova and ReaperCon are the same damn weekend, which is problematic. I think I've decided I'm going to pull a gel tip and I'm going to go every other year to ReaperCon. And that's where I'll test my minis and see if any of them are worth entering into Nova, because I looked. There's no rules in Nova that I cannot enter something there that I entered somewhere else. At least as far as I could see. So I'm going to retool it just a hair. When I brought my Frost Giant to Rhonda Bender, she was one of my judges. And I don't think she's an easy judge. And I asked her, I was like, so what do I need to do to make it better? Because it was a low goal. I got 443 over my scores. It means there's somewhere I can improve. And she's like, well, I really don't know. She looked at it and she goes, I can't find much. I'm like, okay. But she said basically there's some shadow lines I could add. There's probably one I could make smaller. But I was really shocked by that too. I go, I don't want this to be the best mini I ever paint in my life. I don't want to ever find that. I want to just keep improving. Actually, I think I'm just going to go over this whole thing. Yeah, never stop improving. It won't be as much fun if you find the top of the mountain. Always keep improving. Always keep finding something interesting to do with your work. Well, all my friggin' things, all my friggin' little street, my little notifications all came up at once. So no, Baldy, you could show enough restraint in that room to not buy everything. However, I will say this: it was one of the best vendor rooms I've ever been in. I cursed it. I go, there is so much stuff I want. There was stuff I did not buy either. There was stuff I was like, my bank account's calling uncle. I do have an interesting story though. So I was going to say this earlier. So something bad happened, but ended up working out really well, especially if it does work out the way maybe I'm hoping it will. So I lost my ATM, my debit card. Talk about having your spending ability shut off. I lost my debit card. I went to buy that stuff from the artist box and the stuff from Reaper on Sunday morning. And I opened up my badge because my badge is actually like a wallet and it wasn't in there. And I'm going, what the fuck? So I search everywhere. I go to the hotel front desk, see if anybody turned it in. Nope, didn't find it. No one had used it either. So it was just outrightly missing. I went to the Reaper. I went to the MSP. Sorry, I went back to the MSP HQ, and they said nope, nobody found it. I went to the Reaper, so basically I went to the registration desk, and they're like, no, we don't have any cards. It's like, motherfucker. And Ron Hawkins, the art director, basically at Reaper, was there, and I just said I'm really bummed because I was about to buy a bunch of stuff from Reaper, and he goes, oh, well, now we get it. So what he did, though, he goes, you know what? He goes, I'll give you all that stuff. It was like $100 of stuff, a little over $100. I'll give you that stuff if you paint a mini for us. How do you lose? Like, how can losing your debit card be a good thing? I found it. I was just like, are you serious? So, yeah, he was so serious that I said, if I find my card, I'm going to go buy it. He goes, no, don't. Just find your card. He goes, we'll do this. I'm like going, oh my Lord. Yeah, WoW was right. Ron Hawkins is he's an amazing human being, as it is. I always knew that. He went out of his way one time to help me too. Like, they had something wrong. I wanted one of the nativity sets because I wanted to paint a nativity set for myself. And I wanted to do it during the 12 days of Christmas. And that was the point where you had to like buy on a certain day if you wanted a certain mini. And there was an old world looking Santa they had that I've painted. And I basically bitched on their page like on the Facebook page because someone mentioned it. It's like, yeah, I really wanted to do this. I mean, I went out and bought the thing at a store because I couldn't buy it through the company. Ron Hawkins freaking DMs me and goes, I did buy and I told him I did buy the nativity set. It just wasn't through your store. He goes, which mini did you want? And he sent me one. That's what he's like. This is why I support them. This is why I have this here. This why I wanted this mat to have their logo here. That's why I have the logo on my stream normally. I don't have it on right now, but because I'm doing a guest stream. Because they are one of the best companies I know with the coolest people involved there. So I talked to Reaper John a little later and I told him what was going on. And he goes, oh, wait, box art? And I'm like, I didn't even consider that because I figured I was going to paint it and then we're going to throw it in their gallery, which I think I have minis in there because I did a couple pirates of them for a game they were running. They had a call for painters to paint stuff, pirates of them for this game, so I did. And those might already be in the gallery. But if not, I mean, I'm probably going to be painting something at least that will go in their gallery. And that has been a bucket list of mine forever. So there is no lose here. But as for my ATM card, they found it in the trash. I don't know how. It must have been in my hand or something. That's the only thing I can think of, is it was in my hand when I was throwing stuff out and it accidentally fell into the trash. So nobody had it, no one was using it, there was no risk. I did not freeze it. I actually went with my gut instinct because I had my husband watching the account to make sure nothing weird was coming in. And nothing did, so I did not freeze the card. In the hopes, if I left the convention center, I was going to freeze it. But until then, I decided I was going to wait and see if somebody found it. And by that point, everybody like friggin' knew I was looking for the thing. So sure enough, I think it was the head of the MSP, or one of the people who was working at the MSP comes in with my card and a mic. And it was about 15 minutes before I left, or maybe a half hour before I left. I sat there and cried. I was crying. Tears of joy. Because I got it back. I do so many events. I do not lose that damn thing until this time. So I cannot think of a better way things worked out at this con. It went from something that could have potentially ruined my entire vacation because it just would have been such a bummer, to probably to something that was that good. So I have no idea how it happened though. And you know what? I'm just happy I got it back, and I'm eternally grateful to Reaper and Company. That's another reason why I want to go back every other year. So it all worked out amazingly well. So like I just paid my entire checking account followed by throwing the card in the trash. No, it wasn't that. I whisper. That's why I keep spending a ReaperCon. That is for sure. But it was too late. It happened. I didn't discover. Like I got through all my buying on Saturday. My purchase is basically. I'll just show you the bags. Other than the things here that came in that Ars box, I mean, this was my purchases. Right there. So it's not that big. Except we got like the thing of paint and everything, and the pokey tool and a couple minis in our goodie bag. They actually gave it. Yeah, so I have this nifty cool apron, which I'll probably never wear, but I got a Reaper apron. He goes, I earned this t-shirt from Reaper Bucks. You get Reaper Bucks from taking classes, entering the MSP, for doing the hobby shenanigans. I came in third on one of the hobby shenanigans, so I got a few more Reaper Bucks. But basically I got this awesome apron, which I will probably hang up somewhere. This is a really nice apron, actually. I should probably wear it. What time? It's 2 o'clock. Oh. There, I'll put it on. I've got the Reaper shirt underneath that I got. They also give you a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt with your price of admission, which is really cool for the con itself. Yeah, I mean, everything worked out splendidly out with their epoxies. It feels like it's made of material that's also resistant to staining. Alright, so. Oh, there's still a little more. I just noticed there's a part I need to still paint. And I'm using the wrong brush. I switched to the wrong brush. I want the bigger one. Nope, that's not it. What did I do with the brush I was using? Oh, it's hiding. Alright, well, while I'm waiting for this dry, I'm going to do the hand that goes in the other side. Yeah, my Reaper con was just beyond awesome. Even the bad thing ended up beyond belief better than I expected. The only bad thing was I spent a lot of time looking for it and not just hanging out or whatnot. But all my classes were done. I didn't miss anything. It was just Sunday afternoon. The only thing I really missed was the Reaper Bucks auction, which they put some special things up, and you can use your Reaper Bucks to spend them. And the Reaper Bucks said they just basically are for things you do there. So, whoops, I'm not on screen. So yeah, Baldy, I still say some year just go once. Or try to go once.
Yeah. Well, while you were talking, I have just bought the ReaperCon artist box, Mouseling Night on the Flameworm, and the Coin Mimic.
Wait, so the artist boxes are on sale already?
Yeah.
There's...
Those bags are already sold out, the goodie bags.
Oh, okay, that's, yeah. I don't think they had a ton left over.
No.
Yeah, those came with the Mouseling, the Pokey Tool. Can you get the Pokey Tool?
Oh damn, it was not on there.
Oh, shoot. Well, I probably will be. They tend to sell all their Pokey Tools. It just may not be on there now. Shit, I feel bad. I should have picked up a second one and sent it to you.
But wait a moment, maybe...
You're gonna make me go look.
Well, that's the problem. I had a little bit of time while you were talking, so I'm... Well, it's not on the shop yet. In the shop yet. Nope. But maybe it will.
Swag bags and more on sale now. Oh yeah, they get the hat. Oh, they get the poster of the night, the Flameworm lithograph, which is really cool, especially if you're 80s. Yeah. Oh, they're out of the little Mouseling. So the Mouseling Knight on the Flameworm and Dragon, that's the limited edition one. Supposedly they're only 50, maybe they made more. I earned one of the coin mimics. Yeah. So nice. The little coin mimic basically you could earn if you visited all the vendors. And that little app, which was really annoying to use, I have to go back to the stamps. Yep, they had a Hobby Hijinks Home Edition. So basically, Hobby Hijinks is the shenanigans. So they're like speed paints with twists. Oh, but that is sad. They don't have the friggin'... So yeah, the artist box is really nice. Yeah, it was $80 there too. So basically, it came with the mat I've got. It comes with this apron. It comes with a really cool brush holder. Hold on while I grab it. I showed this off earlier, but why not? This thing here, it's got their little logo, and it unzips, and you can hold 12 brushes in it. It's got a little handle that actually stores inside. I love this thing. This is going to be great for putting my brushes into travel, because God knows I do that a lot. It came with 3 paints of the new 2.0 paint line, and it comes with the bust. That really cool bust. which I don't really paint bust, but at some point I need to delve into this. I'm really sad. Pokey. They don't have the new Pokey tool?
Nope, not yet.
I'm gonna look at the
Maybe
Pokies.
it will.
Aw, they don't. Boo. I now have a new Sleeping Dragon one too. Because, actually, I gotta figure out where I put that. I put it somewhere. I was looking for something over the back of my head. If you look right behind the back of my head. Right where I'm pointing. You can see my badge with the ribbons. Well, I'm covering some of the ribbons. But yeah, okay, there you go. You can see it. The ribbons go down to my sofa. And then I started building out. This time I went to the floor and I started building outwards. So that's one of the fun games too. You can go and get ribbons at ReaperCon. They were the first real ribbon con I ever did. And I basically last time I made 100 ribbons. I had 100 printed. And I had them for 4 years after that. So I only did 50 and they were gone like Saturday. The hotel staff actually are all into it. They collect now too. So, but yeah, I handed out a lot of ribbons. I have stickers. Maybe I'll throw stickers in my orders and stuff. I have plenty of stickers still left. Okay. There we go. The skin is all base coated. Hooray. Oh yeah, I know why Night Whisper's here. He's here to check out the competition. I think he already painted his Frost Giant Lady. I know that's why he voted for it. Because he already had it, I think, part done. Or no, he didn't have part done. He was planning, he had it and he wanted an excuse to do it. So he plans on painting it anyways. She's such a cool mini. I love this mini. This one's a good competition one too, because it leaves a lot you can actually fill in blanks with and show some techniques and things.
Cool.
Alright, here is... Already had it. This is assembled. So, you didn't finish it though, did you? I know you put a lot of work in. You've already put a lot of work into it. But did you finish it in Night Whisper? Alright, so I've got some Bethyllium Mauve that I'm actually mixing into... Wow, it's really eating the color. A little bit closer. Let's add a little water to it. She's a good looking state, but there's unpainted parts of her armor and headpiece is only pre-glazed. Okay, yeah, so you are not done with it. I couldn't remember. All right, so this is a tiny bit lighter.
Little tip, if you ever want to do a 12-hour stream, make sure you have also one eye on your wet palette, because my wet palette is completely dried out.
Oh my.
Well, completely, the sponge is still wet, but it's something like, hey, why is my paint suddenly getting so thick quickly? Oh, hey, the paper is curling up. Oh, wait, there is no water.
Then pick up the model I'm doing for. Oh, hey, Night Whisper. Speaking of GW, do you remember the unicorn? I call her the unicorn bitch, but do you remember the unicorn one that I wanted so badly? I'm gonna have to go find it just to show people what I'm talking about. So I know which one he's getting. He's getting the one that came out today for Old World. That's the dragon. It's got both forms too. It's got your mortal form. All right, hang on. I'm gonna go find it. But Jotunheart actually picked it up for me in England because I cannot, for the life of me, get it in the U.S. It never shows up on their thing. Hang on one sec. While I get the rest of this second layer on her. Yep, my door is opening on its own. Probably because of the wind outside. We're supposed to get storms here. Like, yeah, be careful being outside. We're supposed to get some nasty storms in our neck of the woods. Like, to the point where they're talking about tornadoes, which doesn't usually happen. Oh, it's Warhammer. The store is Warhammer. Fine. Games Workshop, Warhammer Home. All right, let me throw this into display mode. Where's display? This right here. This magnificence. She was about she was $63 US dollars when giving it just to Joan Hart. Arguably the most beautiful model that GW I think has ever made. I think it's stunning. It's just beautiful. And I've wanted this since they announced it. And I think that was 2 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago. It was one of the years I went to Nova. I think it was 2 Novas ago. So it was my first Nova. I've been there twice, so she's amazing. Somebody had one of these in ReaperCon, by the way. Someone entered one of these in the MSP. In fact, I'm pretty sure I remember. I'm pretty sure I actually saw who it was, and I think she just friended me on Facebook. I've got a lot. Yeah, I've got some interesting new friends in Facebook land. So there are people I just sort of. There were some of the I friended Rhonda Bender because I saw her there. We got along really well. She's an amazingly kind lady. She remembered me from 4 years ago, and I go, how in the hell did you do that? Like, I do remember people come across my painting table. I do. But sometimes it takes a couple of years for them to show up and paint with me for me to remember them. These people I haven't seen in 4 years and they remembered me, and I'm like, how in the hell do you remember me?
Some people have that kind of memory.
From what I heard, Rhonda is really good at this. I do pretty well remembering faces. Actually, I met somebody there whose dad goes to ReaperCon. Actually, he won the Best in Show. Like, Best in Show is everybody who enters gets to vote on it. So it's not like the Best in Show in terms of, judges picking a Best in Show. So his piece was amazing. I should have voted. I don't know why I didn't vote for it. There was one other that I really, really liked. His was definitely on the radar, for sure. But his dad goes to Tolocon, and he ran into me and he said, "Hey, yeah, my dad go. Maybe I'll go this year." And he's from I think he's from Santa Fe, New Mexico. So he'd be coming a great long distance to do it. But it'd be amazing if he did and bring some of his work to enter. He'll win Best in Show this year. If I knew for sure, I'd invite him to enter our little painting competition. Maybe I should reach out to him. See if he's going to show up and say, no, you can't enter the normal competition. It just wouldn't be fair. You can enter ours. Here's the mini we're doing. I do have to sort of I can go a little late today if you want me to go a little late. Otherwise, I'm just going to raid it into you anyways. With whatever few people I actually have on my side. I think everybody's on your side of the fence. Not everybody, but most people are on your side of the fence.
Whatever you want, I'm fine with it.
10 to 20 so pretty level. What the wait, what's 10 to 20 so pretty level? I'm missing Shanur wrote that and I have no idea what he means.
Also pretty level. Oh,
Don't mind me, Shanur. I've got like the memory of a squirrel. So if you're responding to something I said like 30 seconds ago. 10 aside, 12 on Baldies. Oh, you actually looked and kept track. Oh, well, I didn't realize there are 10 people over here. Well, hello to the 10 that are on my side of the fence. Haha. I figured everyone was over on Baldy's side. Because I'm looking at the chat, and all the chat is on Baldy's side. Ooh, I think I need to get rid of this paper from my web palette. Looks like I've got a split and I'm painting the actual sponge, which is not good. Let's see. If I'm putting the light kind of coming from this way, from the angle she's tipped right now. I think my paint's gotten a little dried out too.
okay. I'm going to take a little 10-minute break.
Oh, you are? Yeah. Do you want to wait like 3 minutes and I'll rate it to you and then you'll be on your 10-minute break. I should probably get going soon because I do have a game today.
Okay. No, then I'll wait a little bit.
It was fun to be on your stream. I'm glad we got it friggin' worked out. Mostly back and forth, see when you're actually doing. I mean, we both have each other's pictures in there, but I understand. Like Baldi's, I think I got pretty big. I don't know how big. I don't know how big I am on Baldi's stream.
Uh, you're a little bit bigger than my profile. The me cam. What I.
Oh, by the way, oh, you local yokels to me, there is a new bar hammer that has been announced. If I can get this done by bar hammer, I'm gonna bring it. Why not enter it in multiple things? I'll throw down the gauntlet, Night Whisper. There's a couple little dinks in there. I'm not sure what they're. What's going on with that? But that's only if I get this done before bar hammer. That's still an if. not behaving itself. Don't you love it when the paint won't behave itself? You all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure. It's not going down as smoothly as I wanted to for this. Alright, I'm gonna leave it. Oh, it is that time. I'm gonna have to go. Saturday, let's see. We'll make the Hammer be on a work trip. Well, I mean, hey, enjoy your work trip.
Yeah, well, I'll contact you.
So, I got a start on it. It's a start. I'm gonna try to go a lot lighter. At least on some of these on the skin. Contrast is king when it comes to miniatures. Although I don't want it to look shiny, so I'm not gonna go so much that. Actually, don't overdo that. I know, I keep finding little things and I really should go. Well, Baldy, once again, congratulations on hitting 4 years of this craziness.
Thank you.
When was your start date?
Well, I started officially in June somewhere, but I got affiliate in September. The 5th.
Oh, you really did start right after me then.
Yeah.
Only reason why I got affiliate when I did was because I had a bazillion friends from that Pyro Club server show up and follow. That's why I got it so quick because of not because of anything I did that was special, because of them. And they're just an amazing crew of people.
Yeah, I also had a lot of people just following me just because. Yeah, well, hey, why not? Okay, thank you.
Well, that's what tends to happen. I know. Need to go. Damn it! And it's like I keep finding things I want to fix before I go. Why am I doing this?
Because you're a mini painter.
And I love it. I love painting minis. I do. I love painting minis so much. That's why I do it so often. And it paid off. That's the thing. I have no natural talent, guys. You all can do. Everyone out there has the potential to get a gold medal at the MSP. I think that's how Anne would like it to be too, with that. That everyone's got a potential to do it. Because that con is a lot. The MSP is about that. Giving you tips and pushing you forward to improve. I don't want to leave this like this. Alright, I am going to leave this like this. Alright, I do have to go. So, progress! There's some progress. It doesn't look like much, but there is progress. I mean, all the skin was gray. This was all gray when I started, so I got the eyes done. Except for I might add a little, I don't know, maybe I won't add a highlight. I actually think they look pretty good the way they are. I could do the lips and the rest of the details on the face. Obviously gonna do a lot more highlighting and such. I'm going purple again, Night Whisper. I'm also gonna work gray into this. It is a cloud giant. I want to work it up to so that my lighter colors end up being more gray tones. I guess I gotta flip her this way. This is a great model. I'm really glad we picked this. You only doing one entry for Adepticon? Jeez, Night Whisper. I've started my list again. I have my list of other manufacturers and such that have contests going on. And it's going to be like this. I'm just going to go through my list. There's less of them, I think, than there are ReaperCon. So, I want to do a couple of Golden Demon ones. I want to do BattleTech. There's a Catalyst Games that does BattleTech. There is, I think, it's Steamforged now, but it was Privateer Press. I think they're bringing back their P3 Grandmasters Championship or painting contest, which they were running at Gen Con. There's Resin Beast, which is a bunch of different things. I want to do Resin Beast. I think I'm going to go build a Eldritch Foundry one. And get it printed and entered in Resin Beast. That would be fun. You said, but the companies that are eligible don't, I assume. Don't what? You've lost half your sentence. Don't have a lot of stuff that's in my style. Well, learn to adapt. Do stuff that's not your style. I don't know. Or put your style on them. I mean, I figure I can paint about anything. March. The end of March. 6 months. Oh, you care for models? I mean, that's why you go into Eldritch Foundry and you just make one. That's my plan. Here's my little my cat pokey tool. Alright. Alright, so we're going to raid out so we'll all be on Baldies. If you haven't followed the Ball GM, please do so. Alright, so let me do this. Let's hit the raid button. Thank you so much for inviting me to collab. You invited me even though I invited you. Thank you so much for inviting me in. This was a lot of fun.
No problem. You're welcome. Loved it.
I always love I love streaming with others. Alright, let's all go over. I have to pop off pretty quick though. Alright guys, so first of all, thank you all so much for being here for our little dual stream and for me starting my next competition piece. I will be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, of course, 12:30 on Saturdays when I'm not at a con or whatnot, or have family things, whatever. So I hope I'll see you at the tavern at one of these points. On Monday, I think I will go through and I will go over all of the stuff I bought. We'll have a little show and tell. Next Saturday will be show and tell. Promise, swear to God. I'll also be on Murder Hobo Inc. tomorrow night. At least that's the plan. That's at 6:30 p.m. on YouTube under the Murder Hobo Inc. channel for the Corsairs of the Azure Atoll, our 5e D&D game. With its own weird rules. Other than that, thank you, Baldy, again. This was a lot of fun. You're always welcome in the tavern to co-host, and hopefully we'll do this again soon. Until the next time, our paths cross at the Infinite Hero Tavern. Hope life is grand, and happy painting. And I got 9 seconds. Didn't quite time it right. All right, bye guys. Nice to see you.
No problem. Thank you for the collab. Stream. Yay!